Well, in case you didn't know, winter time is actually a very good time to buy or lease a new vehicle, especially if it's a four-wheel drive vehicle. And what better vehicle to talk about is Jeep. Dennis Friedman from Elmwood Auto Group and Elmwood Jeep. You've got quite a lineup of four-wheel drive vehicles here.
We sure do, John. And again, you know, unfortunately, nobody loves the winter months with the snow and the ice. And
Jeep does.
Jeep is the only one that loves it, yeah. Jeep Adventure Days have kind of become a hashtag or a tagline that we all use quite frequently. And for adventures, for snow, for off-road use, there really is no better vehicle than a Jeep. And of course, a lot of our customers come in and say, I want a Jeep. Well, at that point, we ask which one. And we have a lot to choose from.
Let's check it out.
Let's take a look.
Well, Dennis, let's start with the little guy, the 2020 Jeep Renegade. I see these vehicles everywhere.
You sure do, John. This is the fun and funky Jeep Renegade, available in two 4-cylinder engines, both a turbo and a regular 2.4 liter. Great on gas, and it's deceiving to look at from the outside. Again, it looks like the little brother of all the other models, but the rear seats flip and fold, the front passenger seat folds flat. There's several ski rack and roof rack options available. So there really is no job too big or too small for the Jeep Renegade. And this is one of our very popular models.
Good gas mileage too.
Fantastic gas mileage. So, you know, upwards of high 20s, and you can even touch 30 depending on if you have the turbo or the manual transmission.
Let's move up a little bit to the Jeep Compass.
Here it is, John, the Jeep Compass. Another small to mid-size SUV, and very popular because a lot of people have said it's the little brother of the Grand Cherokee. It has a lot of the same lines as the Grand Cherokee, same front end as the Grand Cherokee. And this actually competes with the Toyota RAV4, the Honda CR-V, and again, unmatched four-wheel drive capabilities. Very versatile, great gas mileage. Again, one of our best sellers.
And a little more overall cargo space compared to the Renegade.
Correct. A little bit bigger cargo space, headroom, legroom. It seems to be that perfect size SUV. Easy to park, easy to pull in, very popular.
Dennis, here's the classic Jeep Cherokee. I'll bet a lot of people kind of waffle between the Compass or the Cherokee. Am I right?
They sure do, John. And then from there, they also consider the Grand Cherokee. So, and this is right in between the two.
Yeah.
And the Jeep Cherokee is one of our most popular models.
You see them everywhere.
You really do see them everywhere. And for the Jeep Cherokee, you have a V6 option, where in the other two you don't. So you have a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. Again, great gas mileage. Or our flagship V6, the Pentastar, which still gets great gas mileage, obviously a little more horsepower, a little more torque, unsurpassed four-wheel drive capabilities. All of these vehicles, I want to mention, have the most sophisticated four-wheel drive system. Not only will it transfer power front to back, side to side, but diagonally as well. So only one wheel needs traction to keep any of these four-wheel drive vehicles going.
And all of these Jeep vehicles come with the very latest and greatest safety technology.
They do, John. You know that. Safety is huge today. Forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, lane departure assist, and of course, you know, 5-star crash test safety ratings across the board.
Plenty of cup holders.
That's very important.
Dennis, here it is, the Grand Cherokee. I love it. Is this a new color?
This is a brand new color, and actually this has been one of the most popular colors for 19 into 2020.
Huh.
So the most popular color on our most popular vehicle. Here it is, the Grand Cherokee Laredo. This one actually here is an altitude package, which gives you black badging, black rims, black grille, and that's kind of been what's been popular and hot lately. But the Grand Cherokee comes in two engines, the 3.6 Pentastar V6 and the legendary 5.7 liter Hemi. The Grand Cherokee is the #1 selling SUV in the Northeast, has one of the highest residuals of any domestic SUV. That translates to a very attractive lease payment. All the Jeeps have great residuals, but the Grand Cherokee especially, you can lease a brand new Grand Cherokee with little or no money down for in the low 3s, which is very impressive.
And for those who are thinking, I just saw 4 great SUVs, which one is best for me? Come into Elmwood, take them all for a test drive.
You have to come down and test drive.
Yeah.
You really do, like Goldilocks. You know, too soft, too hard, too hot, too cold. You really have to sit in them, drive them. And that's the great thing about the whole entire Jeep lineup, is there really is an SUV for everybody.
Yeah, and they all ride so nice.
They do. They share a lot of the same DNA. Most of them have the same quad recoil suspension. They're all appointed very nice. They're all appointed very well, even from the entry-level models. Everybody who owns them loves them. Jeep almost has a cult following, so to speak.
Sure. All right, let's go check out the Wranglers.
Let's do it.
Well, of course, we have two great Jeeps to show you, the Wrangler and the Gladiator. Let's start with the Wrangler. It's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they sure are, John. So the Wrangler, of course, as we know, is trail rated right from the factory. 5 different categories, from water fording to articulation, ground clearance, traction. I mean, these vehicles really are built for the trails. We have the Jeep Wrangler, and of course we have the Jeep Gladiator, which everybody has nicknamed the Jeep pickup truck. The Gladiator was actually built from the ground up with more Ram components and suspension underneath than the Wrangler, but it shares a lot of the same off-road capabilities and a lot of the same DNA, fraternal twins almost identical except for the bed.
Yep.
And of course you can still take the doors off, tops off, windshields off. The new soft tops are a lot easier to take off rather than zippers. There's a lot of tongue and groove, things that kind of snap in, slide out, and you're still very well protected even with the soft top.
And in the winter time, you freeze, right? No, of course you don't.
No.
But people say that.
They
but
do.
It's not true.
They often ask, you know, with the soft top, do you lose any heat? And no, it's a 4-ply soft top. It seals just as tight as the hard top. That's the beautiful thing about the Wrangler. You have a convertible for the summer, 4-wheel drive for the winter, and there's really no other vehicle on the planet that offers that.
Yeah.
We have SUVs that start at, you know, $199 a month with little or no money down. Mid-size SUVs for $299 a month with little or no money down. Full size, you know, in the 3s, and of course, you know, as you progress through the models, the payments do get higher. But there is a model for everybody and a payment for everybody. Now we've discussed just Jeeps today, but let's not forget about the fact that we make some sports cars in all-wheel drive, the Challenger and the Charger.
Sure.
We make a 7-passenger SUV, the Durango, which is one of our most popular SUVs as well, and an all-wheel drive model. So we really do have a vehicle, not just SUV, but a vehicle for everybody and all climate conditions.
Great time to come down to Elmwood Auto Group, Elmwood Jeep on Taunton Avenue in East Providence.